President Muhammadu Buhari has been sworn in for another 4 years in office, but his record, particularly in the judiciary in the last 4 years, have been a subject of debate among Nigerians and legal practitioners. Buhari, upon assuming office in 2015, made war against corruption one of his cardinal objectives, according to many. Judiciary has felt the heat. In this story, our correspondent Basil Okafor reviews some of the activities that happened in the justice sector under President Muhammadu Buhari 4-year term.
President Muhammadu Buhari assumed office for his first 4-year term on May 29, 2015, with a pledge to sanitize the judiciary. And no doubt he lived up to his promise by using all arsenal available to him to kill judicial corruption. During his visit to Ethiopia on January 31, 2016, Buhari identified the judiciary as his main headache in the fight against corruption. Not long after he made his views known, the Department of State Services carried out one of its most daring acts ever on October 4 and 5, 2016, when the agency raided the homes of 7 serving judicial officers of the Supreme, Federal and High Court across the country. Some of the justices were subjected to trial on allegations bordering on corruption at different courts. They include a Supreme Court Justice, Sylvester Nguta, and the Federal High Court Judge, Justice Adeniyi Ademola, but they were later discharged and acquitted.
We are grateful to the government for bringing this case and taking it out of the realm of gossip, lies, rumors, and slanders. It's been decided. So we thank God, we thank the judge, we thank the state.
The raid on the judges' homes triggered widespread condemnations from most stakeholders, including the NBA, with some critics accusing the president of behaving like a military ruler. But the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission insisted that the war against corruption in Nigeria is not selective.
The issue is that there is it's not selective at all. And what we are approaching is what is readily matured now for handling. That is what we go after. And what do I mean by that? These are the low-hanging fruits.
The onslaught against the judicial corruption came to a climax when the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onoge, was convicted by the Code of Conduct Tribunal for not declaring some of his assets.
We have heard that the Chief Justice of Nigeria has been convicted and sentenced. The conviction is out of order, it's unconstitutional. It is a breach of fair hearing, because before this day, on the 23rd of January, the same judgment had been passed before now, removing the Chief Justice of Nigeria without a fair hearing. And so it was a fait accompli, it was premeditated, judgment had been passed before today.
The former National Secretary, Nigerian Bar Association, Afam Osigwe, and Barrister Hamid Jimo agreed that there was no cordial relationship between the judiciary and the executive under Buhari's 4-year term.
But I think when it comes to the relationship between the executive and the judiciary has had a raw deal in the hands of the executive. And I would say the executive has taken some actions which amount to undermining the judiciary, interfering with the judicial functions of the respective judicial officers, undermining their integrity, encouraging statements that portray the judiciary in a very terrible light, and also taking certain actions that has, in some sense, eroded judicial independence and ability to discharge its duty impartially.
So I hope and I believe that this next level will be a next level where the judiciary and the executive will settle their rancor, and this settlement will also extend to the legislature, so that we can have a good government that would be able to take up its responsibilities as laid down by law.
It is expected that the next 4 years of President Muhammadu Buhari will not witness what many lawyers describe as a desecration of legal institutions in the manner judges were harassed and intimidated, but a cordial relationship between the two arms of government that will help to strengthen the nation's democracy. Basil Okafor, Core TV News, Abuja.